The noob. Ah yes, the noob. The guy who once reset the Wi-Fi router and now thinks he's Neo from the Matrix. Their biggest hack? Guessing the neighbor's password was literally 123456. Suddenly, they're rocking hoodies, typing random gibberish into command prompt, and posting screenshots captioned, "Just hacked NASA." Spoiler, they didn't. Their entire training comes from binge-watching one season of Mr. Robot and repeating words like mainframe and firewall without knowing what it means. They brag about cracking a CAPTCHA, completely unaware that it was just a robot check to keep them out. Noob hackers are dangerous only to themselves. Their laptops are littered with malware they accidentally downloaded, and their parents keep yelling because they fried the family printer trying to jailbreak it. Still, the noob plays an important role. They're proof that anyone can feel like a hacker, even if the only system they've ever compromised was their mum's Netflix password. Deep down, we love them, because the internet wouldn't be nearly as entertaining without someone screaming, "I own the dark web now," after changing their Instagram handle to Cyber Ninja69, the script kiddie. Welcome to the world of the script kiddie, human copy-paste machines. These wannabes believe downloading a stranger's code from GitHub instantly transforms them into elite hackers. They can't write a single line of code themselves, but boy can they spam Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V like Olympic athletes. Their desktops look like a war zone, half-finished downloads, shady hacking tools, random viruses they thought were pro software, and more pop-ups than a 2000s internet browser. They throw around words like owned and leet to sound smart, but the reality? They've bricked their own computer more times than they've hacked anyone else. Some even record dramatic hacking tutorials with suspenseful background music, only to accidentally live stream themselves formatting their own hard drive. If there's anyone who can lock themselves out of their own laptop while bragging about breaking into the Pentagon, it's a script kiddie. At their core, they're digital toddlers with loaded Nerf guns. Annoying? Yes. Dangerous? Barely. But if you've ever been spammed with "subscribe to my hacking channel" or else comments, you've probably crossed paths with one. The ethical hacker. Now we step into the noble realm of ethical hackers, also called white hats. These are the nerdy paladins of cyberspace who fight for the good side, patching holes instead of exploiting them. They buy racks of servers worth more than their car, spend late nights in labs, and keep reassuring their parents, "No mum, I'm not going to jail, this is literally my job." Their weekends are spent at hackathons, sipping energy drinks while flexing certifications like CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker. They proudly use Linux, carry a laptop covered in stickers, and dream of working for big-name companies. Their struggle? Explaining to normal people why breaking into systems is totally fine if you have permission. Ethical hackers are superheroes without capes, just hoodies and too many coffee cups. But let's be real, while their skills are top tier, their party conversations are not. Imagine someone explaining SQL injections at a birthday. Yeah, not exactly the life of the party. Still, they keep our online lives safe while the rest of us binge TikTok. The pen tester. Congratulations, you've made it to the big leagues. The penetration tester. These are hackers who actually get paid to break into systems all while keeping their records clean. Think James Bond, but with more hoodies and way too many PowerPoint slides. Their days? Testing firewalls, exploiting bugs, and writing painfully long reports for executives who will only skim the first paragraph. Imagine explaining for weeks why a single unchecked input box could sink a billion-dollar company, only for some manager to ask, "Cool, but can you hack our competitor instead?" They've traded gamer chairs for ergonomic office seats and Red Bull for HR compliance forms. They're respected, feared, and also kind of miserable because 80% of their time is paperwork, not Hollywood-style hacking. Still, their ability to think like criminals while staying legal makes them highly valuable. The funny part? For all their expertise, they still panic when grandma asks them to fix her printer. Sure, they can breach a Fortune 500 firewall, but ask them to set up Bluetooth headphones? That's their kryptonite, the bug bounty hunter. Bug bounty hunters are basically treasure hunters with laptops. They spend endless nights digging through websites looking for vulnerabilities worth cash prizes. The dream? Find a bug, report it, and collect $10,000. The reality? Months of sleepless grinding for a measly $50 that barely covers coffee. On Instagram, they look like legends, chilling in cafes, sipping lattes while breaking the internet. In reality, they're fueled by ramen noodles, Red Bull, and the crushing weight of unpaid rent. Their bookmarks? 90% hacking tools, 10% mental health websites. They live for the thrill of emailing Google or Facebook with a major flaw and praying it's not already reported by someone faster. Every discovery could mean payday or heartbreak. Some win huge, pulling in 6 figures a year. Most? Just enough to keep the Wi-Fi on. Still, they're heroes in disguise. Every bug they squash saves users from disaster. So, the next time your bank app doesn't get hacked, thank some over-caffeinated bug bounty hunter who spent 3 nights in a diner bathroom with a laptop plugged into the only working outlet, the Red Teamer. Red Teamers are the ninjas of cybersecurity. Their job? Pretend to be the bad guys and prove how weak corporate defenses really are. They craft fake phishing emails, sneak USBs into offices, and stage full-on digital assaults. They're basically professional chaos agents, but with HR approval. A Red Teamer's life is pure adrenaline. Midnight drills, simulated breaches, and war stories about breaking into networks in under an hour. They live on energy shots, dark humor, and the knowledge that no matter how smart IT thinks they are, someone in HR will always click the fake bonus check email. Fails happen too. One rookie triggered a real alarm during a test, sending a security team into panic mode. Others accidentally locked out entire departments while proving a point. But that's the job. Controlled chaos. If cyber defense were a movie, Red Teamers would be the villains, except they're paid by the company. And, let's be honest, if the choice is between running a boring spreadsheet audit or crafting custom malware at 3 a.m., they'll always pick chaos. The nation-state hacker. Now we enter the shadowy world of nation-state hackers, the ones who don't exist on LinkedIn. These aren't your hoodie-wearing teenagers. They're government operatives with clearance levels that would give you nightmares. Their office work can change the outcome of wars. They can't tell their families what they do, so they just shrug and say, yeah, work was fine. Meanwhile, they're busy planting digital traps in enemy networks or spying on global rivals. Every keystroke could spark an international crisis. Unlike script kiddies, these people don't mess around. They weaponize zero-day exploits, infiltrate power grids, and sometimes, allegedly, black out entire cities. They're ghosts online, leaving behind no footprints, no traces. The stress must be unbearable, but the payoffs? Legendary. These hackers are whispered about in conspiracy circles, fueling endless debates about who's pulling the strings of the digital world. When a headline reads, "Mysterious hack shuts down pipeline," you can bet a nation-state hacker was behind it. The APT mastermind. Finally, the bosses of the hacker world. APT. Advanced Persistent Threat Leaders. These are not solo hackers, but masterminds commanding global teams like generals in a war. Their operations last years, not days, unfolding like a perfectly timed chess match. They run sprawling campaigns, infiltrating banks, sabotaging energy grids, embedding spyware into governments. Teams spread across continents coordinate with military precision, coders in Asia, engineers in Europe, malware developers in South America. Burner phones, encrypted chats, fake identities, it's espionage straight out of a spy thriller. One slip-up, like leaking a chat log, could unravel years of work. Yet when successful, they make headlines worldwide. Billion-dollar ransom payouts, massive espionage campaigns, and chaos that shakes entire industries. While the world panics, they sit back, sipping espresso, watching their plans unfold. Governments scramble, companies collapse, and regular people like us are left wondering why our lights flickered at midnight. These are the final bosses of hacking, the ones who know exactly how fragile our digital world really is. So, there you have it. Every hacker level, from Wi-Fi noobs to global masterminds. Whether they're breaking into Instagram or destabilizing nations, one thing's clear: hackers run the world in ways most of us will never see.